Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first podcast on my channel not related to a certain game, but is rather a generalized podcast. This podcast will cover news, sports news, Roblox news, and game commentary. Before we continue, this episode is brought to you by WHD News. More about them at the end of the podcast. Roblox news. As of 6/12/23 at 11:36 p.m., so yesterday, Roblox is up and reachable. Rebecca Minkoff reveals new Roblox collection, which, as of now, I've seen that it just seems to be a bunch of purses. NHL Blast coming to Roblox, and that is all for Roblox news. Now, the sports news topic of the day is the St. Louis Cardinals. So, their trades and free agents. On May 22nd, 2023, Scott Neville wrote the article titled Angels Shohei Ohtani linked to Cardinals as top destination for potential trade. And that's all we could find on free agents. We didn't look very hard because we were on a time crunch. St. Louis Cardinals. So this is the trades and transactions. 6/12/23. St. Louis Cardinals placed right-handed pitcher Ryan Helsley on the 15-day injured list retroactive to June 10th, 2023 for a right forearm strain. On 6/12/2023, the same day, and so this is going apparently slowly back in time, but 6/12/2023, St. Louis Cardinals recalled RHP Jake Woodford from Memphis Redbirds. So I'm just going to have to read this bottom to top. So, on 6/2/23, St. Louis Cardinals recalled third baseman Jordan Walker from the Memphis Redbirds. On 6/2/23, St. Louis Cardinals placed left fielder Lars Nootbaar on the 10-day injured list retroactive to May 30th, 2023 for a lower back contusion. St. Louis Cardinals signed the free agent right-handed pitcher Xavier Cruz to a minor league contract. Of course, on 6/4/23, they selected the contract of first baseman Lucan Baker from Memphis Redbirds. 6/4/2023, same day, they designated catcher Tres Barrera for assignment, and on 6/6/23, they just sent him down. They just outright sent him down to the Memphis Redbirds, while on the same day he was Dylan Carlson was sent on a rehab assignment to the Memphis Redbirds. Apparently, I don't think that's correct because he was sent. So, apparently this might be incorrect, but Dylan Carlson was sent on a rehab assignment to the Memphis Redbirds on 6/6. St. Louis Cardinals optioned Wani Yepes, a first baseman, to the Memphis Redbirds on 6/9/23. While on the same day, they optioned Jake Woodford, a right-handed pitcher, to the Memphis Redbirds. And they also, on that same day, activated... Oh, that's what it is. Dylan Carlson, a center fielder, from the 10-day injured list. On 6/11, the St. Louis Cardinals sent LHP Packy Naughton on a rehab assignment to the Memphis Redbirds, and they recalled Jake Woodford from the Memphis Redbirds. And finally, on 6/12/23, the same day they recalled Jake Woodford from the Memphis Redbirds, they also placed RHP Ryan Helsley on the 15-day injured list retroactive to June 10th, 2023 for a right forearm strain. This was all sourced by MLB.com, and that's all for sports. Now we're on to news. And so this is going to be, this will be in front of every single in front of every single real life news segment. So this is going to be copy and pasted to every single script I write for these podcasts. So without further ado, let's get into news. Here is the message. For this segment, viewer discretion is advised. These real-world news reports are not to reflect any political beliefs of mine or anyone else. Thank you. And I say this so that I don't get yelled at for quote-unquote supporting this dude in the presidential election or whatever. So, this is real-world news. I do not have any feelings towards specific people mentioned in this segment. Although I do feel happy about one thing, and that is I'm happy about the final one on the list. I don't really care about the first one. So the first one on the list, Trump has 34 or more felony charges against him. And the second one on the list, which is the one I'm happy about, Kiev has been liberating villages along the war territory borders. War territory borders are what I classify as whenever a country is being invaded and it's basically separated into two segments. The captured part and the part that is still able to revolt. Now that's all. Next is finally the part I said I'd put at pretty much the end of the podcast. What is WHD News? WHD News will be a news channel brought to you by me. Next, and finally, the future of this channel. Equipment. I am only financially able to buy new keyboards, mics, mousepad, mice, and webcams. I am 13 now and can't properly make money to buy a new PC, because that would require buying a monitor, both of which I can't afford. Stories in Naruto What Ifs. I might not make too many more Naruto What Ifs because people don't seem to watch them. I will make a poll asking if I should make more of them. If more people say yes, I will try to make one more, and if it flops, I will quit making them. Thank you for understanding. As for stories, I might make, so I'm writing books, so I might make, full-on, reads, me reading through books I've made. Now, none of them are particularly inappropriate. Some of them might be PG-13, but none of them have anything 18 plus. Alright, so despite the site I make them on, there is no stuff that as the internet would call it, sussy. But yeah, there is no adult content in those books, despite the fact that I made it on a site that frequently writes adult content. It's just because it's the only site that I could write a book on and, get other people to see it. So thanks for understanding that. I am currently writing a novel about a washed-up baseball pitcher. This has been the Welcoming HD Crew podcast. Thank you, or not the Welcoming HD Crew podcast, but this has been the Welcoming HD podcast. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And this has been the Welcoming HD podcast.